Okay, Kiva, we are good to go. We're live on Facebook.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Kiva Davis. I am a international and platform artist and educator with GKhair, as well as a brand ambassador. I'm here today to share with you product knowledge as well as how I do my hair using the GKhair products. I have been an educator with GKhair since 2010, 2009, and I've been using the product that long. So it's been an honor to see the product evolve and go, from just a taming line all the way up to actually having styling products, which is great because when you get your hair in a healthy state, you want to be able to maintain that same type of health throughout with your styling products. So you can see my hair is I got it a little prepped for you. I did it today. So you can see this is, my texture after I do tame my hair. My curl is very tight and I like to have versatility. So I do my treatment so that I can maintain the smoothness when I want to wear it smooth and curly when I want to style it in this texture type of style. So I did something similar to this last year while we were out, and we wanted to revisit it. So some things have changed since then. I have actually lightened my hair some more. I think I'm gonna go back platinum for those who follow me. But it's a gradual process and I want to make sure that I'm treating my hair the best that I can. And so I don't wanna just go way on and just go out there. So I'm gradually lightening. I do use GKhair lightening powder plus is back there to lighten my hair. Sometimes I use the GKhair cream lightener as well. So it's gonna be done in a healthy manner, so I don't have to worry. But let's get right into what I do to my hair because I think we have about an hour together and I wanna share some secrets, some things how I use the product a little differently than some may. But all in all, because the products are focused on health, you're gonna have, the most amazing results. Now, what makes our product stand out? It is our Juvexin. Juvexin is our anti-aging protein blend, and it is found in every single product in our line, which makes it really, really wonderful because you're gonna get that healing and healthy property that is found throughout the product line, not just in your taming treatments. So it's gonna result in healthy hair, manageable hair, shiny hair, bouncy hair. Your hair is gonna maintain its style. It's basically making your hair go back to its youthful state. So just remember, visualize with me how your hair used to look when you were younger. It was, carefree and it was the most healthy that it could be because your keratin was most intact. So what we do is we deliver that intact keratin back to the hair throughout the styling line as well as in our taming treatments. So what did I use on myself today? I actually did my hair today. I am going to put in my story on Instagram and Facebook on my page. I'm sure GKhair will share it, how my hair looked before I started the process, okay? So that you can track along with me after the class is finished. You can go back and check to see what it actually looked like before I began. So what I like to start with, depending on actually how long I've gone without shampooing, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't shampoo every week. It's not good for my hair because it's curlier. So I shampoo usually every 2 weeks, sometimes 3, depending on how my schedule gets busy. Sometimes it does that. I'm ashamed, but it does. So every 2 weeks normally. And so what I do is I prep my hair. Firstly, by using our GKhair deep conditioner. I always deep condition my hair, especially when I am wearing lightening on my hair, when I'm going blonde. I made sure that I use our GKhair deep conditioner so that I can maintain the moisture balance in my hair and that my hair keeps the health and the wholeness that it should. And this does have Duvex, and like I said, all the products do. So I start off by using our GKhair balancing shampoo because I do have taming in my hair. So I don't want to remove all of that because I tame often and I deep condition like every 2 weeks, literally. It's designed to stay in your hair about a month, but I deep condition about every 2 weeks, just so that because it is at my disposal and I can do that. I can be greedy with the product. So I deep condition. I shampoo my hair with the GKhair balancing shampoo. I go under a steamer is what I use for 30 minutes. And then I let my hair cool down a little bit so that the moisture can rest inside my hair. And then I rinse my hair and then I begin to style it. So how do I style my hair? What do I use on my hair to do that? So as you can, I don't know if you can see, but I have like a ton of products sitting in front of me because they all add a benefit to what I actually do. Sometimes I do shampoo with our GKhair Silver shampoo because I want to get rid of brassy tones out of my hair because I kind of reverse lighten my hair. I color it first with our GKhair Juvex and Cream colors. I color in the 7s, the 0.7. So I like that series because it's going to be that sandy, but not too warm, not too cool. It gives me a warm cool is what I like to call it. So I color my hair. I use 6-7 all over, especially at my base. And then I actually go back and lighten it a few weeks later, just to pull that pigment and bring it forth. So I kind of reverse like I do in our natural remaining pigment, and then I tone it after I color it. I know it's a little weird, but that I like the result. So that's what I do. So sometimes I use the GKhair Silver shampoo to go back and add the extra cooling that I may require, along with my shampooing process. Okay. After I'm done shampooing and conditioning, I go back to my chair. I grab my GKhair wider tooth styling comb because I have curls. And so it really allows me to work the product through the hair. So this is what I use, okay? After that, I comb my hair out. Then I actually use our GKhair leave-in spray. In this case, I use it for detangling, okay? I've already done a deep conditioner. It's fine, but I like to add extra product, but it's letting you know what you can use it for other than its normal use. This is a leave-in conditioning spray. It's designed to condition your hair. The particles of the spray are very tiny. I don't know if you can see that. So it's gonna get into that hair strand really well. You can also use this to even out the porosity in your hair before you color or after. So what I do is I'm gonna add the leave-in spray, okay? And this is to damp hair, all right? Then I like to, depending on how much volume I want, I love big hair. If you follow me, you know that my hair can get really big and I love it. I like full bouncy hair. And so I'm excited that we have a product that helps with that. Is our GKhair Volumizer. And so this actually plumpens the strand of the hair all the way down. You can use it on wet or dry hair. And it's gonna help you achieve the volume that you're looking for. So I like to add some of that. When you spray it, I don't know if you can see, it looks like little fabrics, pieces of fabric. So it's gonna actually attach to the hair and plumpen the hair, okay? We do that, and I'm done with that portion. And so the next thing I like to add, I always use our GKhair thermal styler. Always, whether I'm wearing my hair straight or textured, thermal styler always on my hair, because it's important to protect your hair against any type of heat. Okay, so this is going to protect the hair from heat styling. I go under the hood dryer, as well as the UV rays. Okay, so it's very important to use our GKhair thermal styler when you're doing any type of hairstyling. So I drop a little bit of that in my hand. Okay, this is where the cocktail is starting. I like to put all the products together in my hand and then emulsify them, because it gives a certain customization to what I'm actually giving my hair. Okay, after that, after the GKhair thermal styler, I always add our GKhair serum. 100% argan oil. It's not going to stain your hair. It's going to instantly tame frizzes or flyaways, and it's going to moisturize the hair. So I always have this, wet or dry. You're going to need this. I carry this in my purse. Okay. After those two, then I add just some more toning. I love our GKhair bombshell line. It's really good for toning those unwanted brassy tones. Okay, so I like my hair warm, but I like I said, cool warm. So this helps me achieve that as well. It supports it. So this is what's in my hand so far, if you can see. And then I add that. And I'm only doing a little bit because I'm only gonna put it on this section. This is what I did on the whole rest of my hair. But I'm just gonna add these products to this section. So I'm only taking a little tiny bit because I don't wanna, oversaturate it. Not that it's gonna get any buildup. These products are not heavy on the hair. You see my hair is still moving. So I like to just, do an appropriate size for the appropriate amount of hair, okay? So after I've done that, don't tell anybody, okay? I like to, especially when I'm lightening my hair, I like to use our GKhair Shield Additive Plus. I use our Shield Additive because it is designed to build and rebuild bonds, okay? This product was designed to go inside your chemical processes, okay? So you can use this in your lightening powder, you can use this in your cream lightener, in your relaxers, in your perms, any type of chemical, you can use this. However, because it is a bond rebuilder, you can use it, I found, on just hair in general. You can put it in your color. I forgot to say that, also in your color, because what it's gonna do is it's gonna build bonds that are not currently present, and it's going to rebuild bonds that have been broken. And what that does is it creates a healthy environment, a healthy strand of hair, and your hair will grow longer, fuller, healthier, and all that. So when I'm lightening, this is my secret weapon. I always add this as a little punch, and I add appropriate amount on my hair. I add it to my cocktail, and then I just put it on my hair, making sure I don't have. Okay. Add it to my hair. Okay. After I've done adding those styling products, then I go back and I get my GKhair styling mousse. This is actually one of my favorite products. It really has a wonderful fragrance. Whenever I use it, clients are like, "Oh, it smells so good." I'm like, yeah, it does. But what is important about this product is that it is going to give you a firm hold. So that's why I use it. Okay. So it's going to hold firm. It comes out in a mousse form, right? Okay. appropriate amount for my hair here. I like to saturate my hair with the styling mousse because it gives me more pliability, okay? And I use my larger comb, okay? You can see my hair is actually it's pretty long. See that? Yeah. That's because I use GKhair products and nothing else. And I don't over manipulate my hair. I do what I need to do to wear it how I need to wear it. And so what I'm gonna do is gonna try to scoot in so you can see actually the process. But if you look, when I do that alone, let me put this, you can see the texture come through. This texture is created by me using GKhair taming products because, like I said, my texture naturally is very curly. Okay, so you can ask my mom if you don't believe me. A lot of people don't. But because I've been using the products, and of course, lightening does texturize. But look at the beautiful curl that comes up just from adding the styling mousse. So if I wanted to, I could just actually put the styling mousse on after I do my other products, of course, because I need to do those for me. I could let my hair air dry and it would, dry with the texture because there is hold in this. And it's very important when you're doing any type of style like this. If you want any longevity, you need to have your styling product, your foam, your GKhair styling foam is gonna give you the hold that you need so your hairstyle lasts long, okay? So after that, I do not use a comb to part my hair because what it does, it gives me more movement throughout the style, and I don't have to worry about trying to get rid of parts, okay, when I'm separating my hair. And so I take the hair, I take 2 strands, right? Open the hair, about 2 even strands, and then let me see if I can turn this way. Okay. Then I just twist it around itself. Just a 2-strand or a rope twist, whatever you want to call it. It's just 2 strands of hair wrapping around. Okay. I do it all the way down to the end. I swirl my ends and then they'll curl back up on their own. See that? So let's do a couple more. More styling moves. Like I said, I like to be liberal with it. It's not gonna be weighty. I just love how my texture comes in. Like, look at that. See that? One day I'm gonna wear it that way. Okay. Then I'm going to take the 2 strands. Okay, see them? And I'm just going to twist them around each other. It's very, very simple. This is the way I hold it, but you can hold them however you want to hold it to maintain control of the hair, but that's how I do it. Okay. This is how I use it. This is how I do it. So twist. I go pretty fast so that I can get done usually, and get underneath the dryer. Now, I'm not going to be sitting under the dryer on camera, but this is what happens. See? That's what this starts as. Okay. So I'm going to take those down. Okay. And that's the style. So once the hair dries, it takes usually my hair not very long to dry, about 30 to 40 minutes, depending on how damp it is. It takes to dry under the hood. I do not let it dry overnight because I want the heat to seal the hair. And actually the heat is gonna cause the GKhair styling mousse to activate and give me that crisp that I want. I also add GKhair Stronger Hairspray. After I've twisted it, I go back and I just add a little bit of that to give me a little extra support when I'm drying, okay? So after it's dry, the next thing that I do is I get ready to take it down, right? So when I am taking the twist loose, I always use GKhair serum. It's back again, right? But first I use our GKhair Dry Oil Shine Spray because I want to deliver like lightweight shine and deliver some moisture. Also have UVA sun protection. I use the GKhair Dry Oil Shine Spray. So I'll spray it over my hair first. And sometimes I use it right after the GKhair Stronghold that I just did on this area. Sometimes I'll go back and put this on before I get under the dryer. Okay. So once we've done that, GKhair serum, and I'm liberal with the serum, get, quite a bit. I run it through my hands, and what this is gonna do is give me a good slip and working surface. So I go and grab the hair. I'm checking to see, make sure they're dry before I open them. Okay. You check these to see if they're dry by squeezing them. Okay. You want to squeeze. And if you feel like it's cool or any moisture, it'll reveal itself because sometimes you can just touch it and it feels dry to the touch. But if you squeeze it, it's going to cause the actual dampness to appear itself to you. Okay. Reveal itself. So I'm going to go here. And what I do is I stretch it out first. And then I start from the bottom and I unravel. You see that? Okay. And then when I unravel, it looks just like that. Isn't that cute? Okay. So we're going to go here. Unravel. Start from the bottom. Unravel. See? Cute little texture. And now, I just want to bring something back up. You saw how my hair looked when it was just over here. So a lot of times people see me and they think that this is what my actual texture looks like. Well, you saw what it looks like. And so you know that this and what that was are two different things. So this is how I get that added texture. And if you're familiar or you're looking and watching, you see that my hair really is not very thick at all, which is why I like to use the GKhair Volumizer because it's going to give me some more fullness. It's going to create that look of thickness and fullness by adding those fibers to my strands from root to end. And so it's going to give me that more full look that I like. Okay. So add some more serum on my hands. See that? Go here. Start at the end. Sometimes you have to help it unravel. Okay. And I'm doing this very gently and delicately because usually I'm like just grabbing my hair and I, open it. But I want to be sure that you're able to see what the process actually is, because if you open these the wrong way, it'll go, it'll bush out on you if you don't want it to. Okay. So you can take this and add it as a service behind the chair. You see the products to use because I am and only use GKhair products. So any types of hairstyles that you see me create, it's all done with GKhair. The color that's on my page is all GKhair. The whatever. The styling, it's all GKhair. I do and use only GKhair. So when I'm trying to figure out ways to meet the trend that's going on, I always go back and figure out, because I've been using the products for a while, I know what it is that they can do and what they're supposed to, how they're supposed to perform. Do you see that? So it gives me the knowledge to be able to apply what the products actually do to the trends that are going on. Okay. So I'm just gonna keep unraveling. And I don't know, I know we're on Facebook Live as well. So I just want to thank you all for joining me and watching me style my hair and watching to see how I actually use the GKhair products. It is actually a product that I enjoy and I love because it does what it says it's gonna do. If you have any questions, I don't know if we're able to answer questions, but I will definitely try to do that for you if I get anything relayed to me. But after I get done taking my hair down, let me see if I can open this one. I don't know if it's ready, but I'm gonna try. Okay. Yeah, it's good. Open the hair. And remember, I'm using GKhair serum on my hands, making sure that I unwind the hair in order, and it increases as you open. So when you want more volume in the hairstyle, all you do is you grab one of the pieces that you open and you take it. First thing, make sure I have some serum on my hands. You take it and you start from the bottom always and open it some more. See that? And so now you got more fullness in there. So just to recap, I am showing you how I do my hair using GKhair styling products. This is how I use it. This is how I do it. And it works well for me. So I started off always, whenever my hair is straight or curly, I always start by shampooing. When I'm in my blonding phase, I incorporate our GKhair Silver Bombshell shampoo because it's going to add that extra vitamin B5 that I need because I'm adding blonde to my hair. So the blonde hair can be missing that as a result of removing the layers of color from your hair. So this is going to add that extra vitamins back in the hair as well as tone the hair. Okay. It has a very rich pigment. I'm going to show you. See that? Very rich pigment. So it's going to definitely help to tone any warm or brassy tones in the hair. Okay. But I shampoo using the GKhair Balancing Shampoo because it's really cleansing. Why don't I use pH Plus? Because I have taming in my hair. GKhair actually, what did I tame with this time? I switch around, but I usually do the best. In this case, I used our GKhair, the best cocoa, which is our newest treatment. This is actually our vegan treatment. If you're interested in that, make sure you hit up GKhair about it because this contains our Juexin B2, which is quinoa and pea protein. So it does have nothing to do with animals when it is created. You're gonna get that wonderful taming that you always get, actually more taming actually. Comes with the Juexin B2, the best cocoa. So this is the treatment I have in my hair. I think I did it, it's probably going on 4 months ago. So, you know, a little wear and tear, but it's been about 4 months because it lasts in the hair up to 3 to 5 months, okay? So that's what I have in my hair. So I always shampoo with the balancing, so I'm not removing a bunch of the taming out of my hair. I don't want to use the pH plus every time because I don't want to remove the treatment. Okay. And I deep condition always using our, because I need to add moisture to my hair. And this is what helps it, of course, because it was designed for that. It's going to stay in your hair up to a month. And this is our GKhair deep conditioning treatment. I use it under a steamer, but you can use it under a hood dryer with a processing cap, 20 minutes on medium heat. Take it out, let it cool off a little, rinse it, and then style as usual, okay? So after I do the deep conditioner, like I said before, I come to my chair and I start adding my sprays. So I use our GKhair leave-in spray. It helps to detangle, okay? It's a conditioner. You can use this when you're working out to refresh your hair before you go into the pool, before you go onto the beach. It's a really good refreshing type of conditioner, as well as a detangler. Also, it evens the porosity out in the hair when you're coloring, okay? Then I add some volumizer, which has those fibers in there. And these products can be used wet or dry, but I like to use the volumizer so that root to end, it's gonna give me fullness in my hair that I always look for, because I like big hair. And so that's gonna give me that. The GKhair volumizer is gonna give me that. After I do my sprays, then I go to the products that come out in the pump. So I use my thermal styler. Remember I said GKhair thermal styler should always, always, always be in any type of hairstyling that you're doing to protect the hair from the heat that you're styling with. Also to protect the hair from the external heat. So like sun, UV, UVA rays, things like that. Now, I don't want to take down the ones I just did. I have to let those dry, making sure I'm not grabbing those. But you're gonna use the GKhair thermal styler. Then you're gonna use the serum. That's what I use. I put these both in my hand at the same time. And then I add the GKhair leave-in bombshell cream, which is a leave-in cream. It's a toning leave-in cream. The pigment on here is like out of this world. And it's gonna help tone those warm and brassy tones out of your hair. And my secret that I told you about that you're not supposed to tell anybody, because I'm using it in a different way, because this is how I use it. The GKhair Shield additive, I add some of that to my hair when I'm styling it, because I want to encourage health. And so I add this because it is our bond rebuilder, and it's a bond rebuilder, bond builder. It was designed to go into any chemical process. So when you're putting this in your lightener, it actually does not diminish, it doesn't slow down your developer, not one iota. You're gonna use 10% of your formula. You're gonna add 10% of this, okay? So if you have 30 grams of color in your bowl or 30 grams of lightener in your bowl, and I know a lot of people don't measure their lightener. What you wanna do with your lightener, go ahead and mix it how you usually would mix it. And then you're going to just pop it on the scale, weigh it, and then add your GKhair Shield additive, okay, for your lightening. For your color, you already have it on the scale. You should, to make sure you're being precise, and just add that. So it's gonna be 10% of whatever you have in your bowl is gonna be what you're gonna put for your Shield additive. But in this case, I use it to help keep the health of my hair, to build the bonds in my hair, emit shine, and just make it healthy when I'm styling it, especially when I'm on a blonding process, okay, which I am right now. I think I want to go back platinum. We'll see. You can watch it, but I think that's what I want to do. I started off lightening. It's probably been a month. I like to go gradual. I don't like to jump right into it because sometimes it can be a shock to me to see my hair change that drastically so quickly. So I like to gradually do it. So that is what my secret weapon is. This is my secret. I add that when I'm styling my hair, okay? And so after I do that, I add the GKhair Stronghold Hairspray, which is actually your styling spray. It's gonna hold the style that you're creating. So this is gonna be your stronger spray. So we do have our GKhair Light Hold Hairspray, which is our working spray. GKhair Stronghold Hairspray is our finishing spray. So you can get the hair as crispy as you'd like, or you can just maintain the hold that you need using our GKhair Stronghold Hairspray. So after I twist my hair, I add the spray, just a nice halo of spray around the hair, GKhair Stronghold Hairspray, to help add to the crisp of it after I use our GKhair styling mousse to twist it, okay? Once I've done that, then I add a little GKhair Dry Oil Shine Spray to add a little moisture, a little oil to my hair as I'm under the dryer, okay? So I think I might be done taking this down. I'm trying to make sure I locate all of them. It's fun trying to make sure that you find all of the little twists that you put in your hair or that you put in your client's hair. It's actually easier when your client when it's being done to your client to find them all. But look at that. Isn't that pretty? This is why I love actually enjoy having versatility in my hair, and I enjoy that my hair can be healthy and I can do, I can lighten it whenever I feel like it, or I can color it whenever I feel like it, because I use GKhair lightening powder, GKhair. We also have a clay lightener. Both of those are going to lift your hair up to 8 levels, depending on the developer. Or if I want to just do something minimal or actually tone while I lift, I can use our GKhair cream lightener. It has argan oil and acai oil in it, and add our GKhair mixed tones, which is our pigmented colors. It's our color in our pigment. And so I can tone it with the blue or with the violet. And while I'm lifting, I can tone. I've done that before as well to save time. And just the ability to have all of these products that are going to maintain the health and the wholeness of my hair in one line, and actually knowing that there's always going to be improvement, always research to find out what can be done to improve upon the product, what can be done to create new products, such as our vegan line. We have CBD shampoo and conditioner. We know the benefits of CBD. Let me grab this for you so you can see it. The benefits of CBD are constantly unfolding, but GKhair has put it in shampoo and conditioner. It makes it vegan as a result of that. So you can use the CBD shampoo and conditioner. It's gonna be color safe for you. So you can, CBD is very good for the body, it's healing properties. And so just imagine what that is gonna do to your hair as well. So trying to make sure I keep up with my time because I don't wanna hold you all longer than I need to. And I appreciate you hanging out with me today as I style my hair and show you how I do it and how I use it. So I want to lean in a little further. Look at these. See that? So remember, I still have these twisted down here. And so I'm going to have to let them dry, and then I'm going to untwist them later. Oh, wait a minute. Is that one? No, this is not. So I'm gonna open this one. I was missing one, you guys. There we go. There you go. So once I dry these, I'm gonna come back in my story later, and it's gonna be way after the class. But like I said, I'm gonna share tag GKhair. You can watch it on their story, their page, wherever they choose to share it, and then you'll be able to see the process of how my hair started and how I got here. But this is how I use GKhair products to achieve the hairstyles that I do on myself. Maybe one time I can come back and show you how I use it or how I use the products to make my hair straight, because I do wear it straight sometimes. And that is basically it. I use, as you can see, I take advantage of the products that we have available because they're going to encourage the health in my hair because of the Juvexin, which is our anti-aging protein blend. And so it's going to create manageability. It's going to create shine, combability, makes your hairstyles, help your hairstyles last longer. It cuts your styling time in half. Remember earlier I said it takes my hair about 30 minutes to dry. Before GKhair, forget about it. My hair would take forever to dry when I wound it around itself. It would take forever. So it cuts the styling time in half, and it creates longevity in my style. Who could ask for more? But this is it. This is how I do my hair, and this is how I use GKhair products. So actually going to be signing off here soon. If you have any questions, please do comment and someone will answer your questions. If you have any, if you would like information regarding GKhair products and you have questions, please reach out to the team. The team is always ready to answer any questions or give you insight on the products. If you would like education in your salon, please contact your local distributor that may carry GKhair. If you're not aware, please contact GKhair directly, and they can be found on Instagram at GKhair, on Facebook, GKhair. We have a website, GKhair.com. So they're and they are actually on the products. If you have them, they have numbers on the products. They always welcome feedback, and questions. So reach out to them, let them know that you love the product. Let them know any products that you might like to see. Also, let them know any education that you would like to have, and they will do their best to get that to you. Again, my name is Kiva Davis. I am international platform artist and educator with GKhair. I am a brand ambassador, and this is how I use it. Have a good day, everybody.
Thank you, Kiva. Great class, and appreciate your time.
Thank you.